Welcome to a presentation on team-based planning. Projects come in all sizes, but regardless of what you do, you likely need to keep track of tasks, share these with other people, and meet deadlines. Enjoy this short 10-minute segment of a recorded presentation that explains how everyone on your team, no matter where they are located, can easily collaborate using team-based planning.
Everybody is involved in projects. Everybody has tasks and work to do. Now, when you think about project management, if you are a project manager or you work with project managers, you know that it's not necessarily the easiest or funnest job to do things. Because you think about it, here's your project manager over here, and here's the people that hopefully will do the work. And what do? Okay, you're the project manager. You start setting up your tasks and your plans, and you build this most amazing thing that's going to do everything on time and on budget, and everything's going to be awesome, right? Well, what do you then have to do as a project manager? That doesn't solve anything, does it? You just assign work, and now you're the bad guy giving people work all the time. What do you got to do? Well, you're fully responsible for this project, so it's up to you now to go and track what everyone's doing, have meetings, assignment status updates, and so on, emails, what's going on with this. You're trying to really get this thing going and so on. And it's hard, isn't it? In fact, it's not really the best job. It's very hard because many projects go over budget. And how many do you think are late? How many of your projects of yours are late? A lot. So, this is important, but it needs a lot of help. And we can do some amazing things on the 3D Experience platform. So think about this. There is sunk time here to do your new project development and all your product work and efforts and so on that needs a lot of project planning and management in order to hopefully hit your launch date. That hopefully you're bringing something to market that people want, and eventually you break even and so on. Well, and of course, ride that thing into the sunset and make a lot of money, right? And here we just said, well, not only is this launch here, but it's actually out here somewhere, and that curve is like way down there. So that's not good. So we're talking about not just keeping on track, but how about coming even earlier and moving that curve, spending less money here, getting to market earlier, so you get lower cost, your earlier break even. Hopefully you're into the market ahead of your competition, so you're going to win more, and hopefully you have more chance now to continue to optimize that thing in the market and make tons more money. So that's the objective here. Now the inverse is true if you're late and over budget. So we're trying to switch this curve to the way positive and make you extremely competitive. That sounds great, doesn't it? Who doesn't want to do this? The question is how? Right? Well, this is where we excel with the 3D Experience platform because we have digital continuity. What does this look like? It's a Gantt chart, right? You've got your projects, you've got your phases, you've got your milestones, you've got your dependencies, you've got all the tasks that need to be worked on. You've built this awesome project plan. But this isn't just a project file. This is a database. This is a view to the latest information in the database. So just like a digital boarding pass on your phone, if the gate changes, that changes. Well, if these tasks are changed by the people working on it, you're going to have that real-time view into this. And not only is this a real-time view that is available online for everyone to access real-time information, but it also connects to the people doing the work, so you can do all the resource tracking and timesheeting and budgeting and all the things you need to do for that. And because this is on the 3D Experience platform, and these tasks often generate a lot of real data and work that's happening, well, the platform manages all that work. So you can connect those tasks to the real work being done. So as that work is being done, they're connected to the tasks, and those deliverables can now be monitored as well as the task and the people. And we call all that connection something that's called invisible governance. And that allows a lot of information to be gathered and tracked automatically, so the project manager spends less time running around and more time examining what's happening and keeping this project on task, on time, on budget, or even early, and opportunities for improvement. So from a top-down perspective, we've done a lot to improve the life of project management, but we can go further. So we can go into something that's called team-based planning. So instead of top-down, or maybe in addition to top-down, we offer a different option here. And that is one where we now put everybody in the same playing field. So it's not just project manager, it's the workers as well. And everyone is connected to the 3D Experience platform. into particular projects, and they start now working on tasks, assigning themselves the task, working on that. And now everybody is a shared responsibility. And that's really going to help also, because it's platform, you're still able to pull out the Gants, the summaries, the information that you need to track some of that project activity. And when you do that, that's going to really improve the efficiency and the collaboration across all these team members, and everyone will be connected. It's all real-time information, and so on. So, team-based planning versus top-down planning. Well, to me, it's not versus. You get both on the platform, and you can choose what you need when you need it. Because certainly, yes, top-down planning is very important. In some industries, some projects, you need to have this very structured, very regulated, very governed view of what's going on, and we can significantly improve that. But we're introducing now team-based planning, which is like bottom-up. Everyone is working, and from all that work, you are building the structure and helping to optimize and organize. So if you think of the traditional things that you're doing in top-down planning, is this for experts, your project manager, who's detail-oriented, who's tracking all that stuff, using the tools they need to do that. A lot of times it's static and manual, but as we just said, with invisible governance, we've solved this problem for top-down project management on the platform. Usually they're waterfall, phase gate, lots of dependencies and so on. You create that plan. You may optimize it as you go, but it's very more structured developmental type of thing. Certainly not suitable for quick, tiny projects or rapidly evolving or agile things, or maybe you don't really know how it's going to go, but you want to track things. It'd be really, really hard to do this using this approach. And also, there's a lot of times digital discontinuity when you're using a file for the project. I'm tracking some files in a drive over here, and I've got this system, that system. Deliverables aren't connected, resources aren't connected. Real problem. And of course, we've solved this as well with the platform and invisible governance and digital continuity. So, we've really solved these two problems here. Of course, waterfall and expert-driven, well, that's what top-down involves. So we really wanted to go all the way and fix all of these things for simple work. So now we have something that's planning really that everybody can do. It's not hard to do. It's very simple. It actually provides guided assistance, automation, dynamically optimizing and rescheduling based on work happening. So you don't have a project manager expert doing that. You have the kind of this cobot here doing that. That helps with these very agile, continuously evolving projects. It isn't really a more project plan more than it is a collection of work that hopefully things happen and get done by a certain date. That's going to really help. And of course, you go from a very social environment, which is just tasks, random work, you start organizing that, and eventually you start becoming more and more structured. And eventually some things may need to be top-down, but you now have a choice. Okay? So it's not necessarily either or, it really depends on the project that's at hand. So we're giving you this option here. So, as I said, you've got at the one level, very basic personal work management to manage your own tasks and give you accessibility to the task and the work anywhere, anytime, and that's through collaborative tasks. On the other end, we give you full-blown program management, analytics, projects, KPIs, mitigating risks, budget, and so on, and that's through the project manager. Full-blown, top-down, awesome stuff. And what we've done is address this big hole in the middle through, one, team-centric. So the team is now working and organizing from ideation through delivery and execution, and this planning and execution that is kind of done and helped and facilitated by the system. And this is what we're introducing as a new role called Project Planner. So what is Project Planner? Collaboratively innovate. It's a team working together. It's flexible. You'll see that in a minute in the demo. Team-based. So the team is now doing the planning and execution. Does not require a full-blown project manager. And if you're a manager of multiple things, but you don't have dedicated time for project management, but you still want to be semi-organized, this tool is for you. So, cloud only. The automatic scheduling and the technology there is only running on cloud. But it does run on your mobile device, so anywhere, anytime, you can look at your tasks, you can look at the status and see what's going on. It includes one app called Project Planning, which is a widget-based app, so you can put that on your dashboard. And some of the marketing speak here. Very rapid, defining projects, milestones, tasks, dependencies that you need. Not everything needs dependencies, so you can pick and choose. You're putting your team people together, the work, the deliverables that they're working on, some automatic scheduling with the optimizer, the scheduler there, and of course, as I mentioned, cloud and mobile.
Thank you for watching this presentation on team-based planning. If you want more information, please go to www.3ds.com/Innovia.